Every night, before I go to bed, I see it as an opportunity to grow, to reflect, and to improve myself. Many people think that learning English requires long study sessions or hours of grammar practice, but in reality, small habits done consistently can change everything. One of the most powerful times of the day to practice English is actually the time before sleeping. The reason is simple: at night, your mind is calm. The day's noise has faded, and your brain is ready to store information in. The activities you do right before bed stay fresh in your subconscious, and they continue to process even while you are sleeping. That is why I have created a simple bedtime routine that helps me improve my English speaking every day. The first thing I do before bed is journaling in English. I take out my notebook and write a short reflection about my day. It does not need to be perfect, and I do not focus too much on grammar. Instead, I focus on expressing my thoughts honestly. For example, I might write, "Today I studied for 2 hours, I spoke with my friend, and I learned 5 new words." By doing this daily, I train my brain to think in English. Writing in English at night clears my mind and improves my ability to form sentences naturally. Over time, this practice has made it easier for me to speak because I have already practiced expressing my thoughts on paper. After journaling, I spend a few minutes reading something in English. It could be a short story, an article, or even a motivational piece of writing. The goal is not to read a lot, but to read with focus. When I come across a new word, I underline it and try to guess its meaning from the context. Later, I quickly check the dictionary and write it down. Reading at night is powerful because it exposes me to new vocabulary, sentence structures, and natural expressions. More importantly, it relaxes me while keeping me connected to the English language. Once I finish reading, I move to listening practice. This is my favorite part of the routine. I put on my headphones and play a short English podcast, an audiobook, or even some English affirmations. While lying in bed, I close my eyes and just listen. Sometimes, I repeat the sentences I hear, copying the speaker's tone and pronunciation. This shadowing technique is very effective for improving speaking fluency. By listening and repeating, I train my tongue and ears at the same time. Even if I am tired, I try to listen for at least 10 minutes. Because it helps my mind stay connected to the rhythm of English speech. Another habit that I find very useful before bed is self-talk. I imagine I am speaking to a friend or giving a short speech. I talk about what I did today or what I plan to do tomorrow. For example, I might say, "Today I learned 3 new words, and tomorrow I will try to use them in conversation." Speaking aloud, even for a few minutes, strengthens my confidence. It allows me to practice forming sentences without fear of mistakes. I remind myself that fluency comes from practice, not from perfection. Before turning off the lights, I like to end my routine with positive affirmations in English. I say to myself, "I am improving every day. My English is getting better. I will speak fluently." These simple sentences may sound small, but they have a big effect. They boost my confidence, remove fear, and keep me motivated to continue my journey. Learning English is not only about vocabulary or grammar, it is also about mindset. When I believe in myself, I learn faster and stay consistent. This bedtime routine does not take hours. In fact, it only takes about 20 to 30 minutes, but the results are powerful. by journaling, reading, listening, speaking, and affirming, I end the day with English in my mind. During sleep, my brain continues to process what I learned, and the next day I feel more confident and ready to use English. The secret is not the length of study, but the regularity of practice. Every night adds a small brick to the wall of fluency, and with time, the wall becomes strong and unshakable. If you are serious about becoming fluent in English, I encourage you to try this bedtime routine. Do not worry about making mistakes, and do not worry about learning everything at once. Focus on small steps. Write a little, read a little, listen a little, and speak a little. These small efforts, done daily, create a big change. Remember, fluency is not built in one day, but it is built by making every day count. So, before you go to sleep tonight, spend a few minutes with English. Let it become part of your life, part of your thinking, and part of your dreams.